and Technical Superintendent of Nissan Cayenne Company Limited, Chief Engineer Carlito Pimentel Jr.
Pwede ko bang makita ang kamay ng... Pwede makita ang kamay ng mga deck officers natin. How about engineers? Break even. Maganda yung pagkakapili, ano? Anyway, okay, if you of three, please tell your name. First name or nickname. 1, 2, 3. Nagkamusta naman tayo. Okay. Okay, ulitin natin. In count of three, please tell your first name. 1, 2, 3. Nice to meet you all, mga sir. Good morning. Okay. Tayong mga seaman, no, especially tayong mga Filipino, sometimes we're very happy and proud telling yung mga stories natin. Sa mga nakaraang barko natin, kung ano yung mga pinagdaanan natin, kung ano ba yung mga makinarya, equipment, right? Kahit na kung sino yung kausap natin, seaman man o hindi. Even minsan, halimbawa yung sasampahan natin barko, kung alam na natin, very proud din natin na sinasabi, anong ba yung sasampahan ko, ganito. In may isang kwento, sabi niya ganyan, anong ba yung pinanggalingan kong barko? Tier 3 yun. Wow. Sabi mo nung kausap niya, ano yung Tier 3? Basta sa mga bagong barko yun, Tier 3. Ano nga yung Tier 3? Kasi naririnig ko lang yung Tier 3, pero wala akong idea. Basta mga bagong barko, made in Japan yan na high-tech. Ano pag made in Japan, high-tech, Tier 3? No? Sometimes we're telling, happy lang tayo, pero minsan hindi natin ma-explain. Happy lang tayong sabihin. No po minsan ganun tayo, no? One time, I visited one vessel that about to deliver, bago yung barko. I was there to share also the NOx Tier 3 regulation and the technology. Ngayon, sabi kong ganyan sa Chief Engineer, sabi ko, Chief, is it your first time para sa Tier 3 na barko? Sabi ng Chief Engineer, sir, actually this is my 4th time. Oh, really good. Ibig sabihin, sabi ko, magiging maganda ang level ng conversation natin today. Kasi, sabi mo, it is already your 4th time. Ngumiti lang siya. So, ginather namin yung buong engine department. Sabi ko, sige, before na mag-start ako mag-share, please tell me kung ano yung naiintindihan mo about Tier 3. Para at least alam ko kung paano i-level, ano yung gagawin kong pamamaraan to share for you to understand. Binigyan ko siya ng stick in front of the monitor, the display. Alam, nalungkot ako. Halos wala siyang masabi about the Tier 3. About the principle, about the technology, including the regulation. Sabi ko, despite na 4 times siya na umattend ng sea trial, despite na 3 times siya on board with the Tier 3, mukhang hindi niya gaanong naintindihan. But the good thing today is, after the end of this session, you will clearly understand about the Tier 3 regulation. Papaunawa natin. And, feel free ho na magtanong ha. Sabi nga ni Sir Quintaro, last time we held this kind of seminar also in conference in Alabang, kayo po ang totoong special guest namin. Kayong special guest. Hindi kami. Kasi, in-organize ito para sa inyo. So you are the special. Nakuha po. So we're here to share and we want to ensure na bago kayo lumabas, makukuha niyo ito. And thank you to Sir Quintaro because he is the one who authored for this conference. And siya rin nagsabi to include this topic. Kasi concerned siya about our crew natin na maintindihan itong bago. Okay. So at the end of the session, you will know about the Tier 3 regulation. What is NOx? When this regulation has come into force, and how the NOx form. Okay. Nakikita ko ba hanggang likod? Medyo maliit yung slide. Kita? Okay. And what are the harmful effects? Including what are the methods or means not to comply with the NOx Tier 3, to comply with the NOx Tier 3 regulation. And how does the EGR and ECR reduce NOx to comply with the NOx regulation? Okay. So, at the end of the session, pag may nagtanong sa inyo, Sir, ano yung Tier 3? Medyo confident ka na, Sir. So, walang matutulog po ha. Walang matutulog. Kalamitin katabi, huwag ka matutulog. This is our opportunity to learn. Okay po ba? And feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. You can interrupt me kung meron kayong gustong linawin. Kasi baka malimutan nyo at the end of the session. Or kung may mga microphones so tayo dyan. Now, anytime. Then, kung halimbawa, medyo kulang ng oras, pwede nyo i-write down at the end ng session natin, pwede nyo i-raise ulit yung tanong. Okay. So, sino nakaranas rito ng Tier 3? Pwede ko bang makita ang kamay? Tier 3. Sige po, pakita sa kamay. Isa, dalawa, tatlo, huwag mahiya. Apat, anim. Oh. So, majority, hindi pa nakaranas sa Tier 3. Very exciting. Yes. So, it is a very exciting para sa atin. So, let's take this opportunity for us to learn. Nakuha ba? You are the special guest today. Sige. So, ano ba yung NOx Tier 3 regulation? The NOx Tier 3 regulation, it is an emission standard set by the IMO to reduce or to limit the NOx emission into the atmosphere. So, itong regulation na ito is a part, yung NOx regulation is a part ng MARPOL. The MARPOL Convention that was amended in 1997 and includes the Annex 6. So, yung Annex 6 now, the prevention pollution of air from ship. Marami tayo, siguro lahat dito nakaka-take na ng MARPOL course. Consolidated pa. Okay. So, the MARPOL Annex 6 limits the emission of NOx, SOx, particulate matter, CO2, even limits the deliberate emission of yung tinatawag nating ODS or ozone depleting substances. But today, we'll not be talking about ODS. We'll not be talking about CO2, particulate matters, but partly hagipin natin ng SOx. But mainly, we'll be talking about NOx. Okay. So yung NOx regulation is under the MARPOL Annex 6 Regulation 13. Regulation 13. Ngayon itong NOx regulation na to, it only applies to all marine diesel engine having about 130 kilowatt and above. Uy, marine diesel engine lang pala. Ibig sabihin, itong NOx regulation pala, hindi kabilang ang boiler. Sa SOx regulation, CO2, yes, kabilang ang boiler. But for the NOx regulation, it only applies for the marine diesel engine. Pero may limitation pa rin siya. Okay, sabi natin kanina, 130 kilowatt and above. In some big vessel, na ang kanilang lifeboat engine, emergency generator is umabot ng 130 kilowatt, exempted po sila. Kasi gamit sila for the emergency. So meaning to say, ang pag-uusapan pala natin, especially under our fleet, this NOx regulation pertains to the main engine generator. So dito tayo ikot. Maliwanag po. Feel free to ask any question po ha. So yung NOx regulation natin is under MARPOL Annex 6 Regulation 13, only applies to ship or marine diesel engine. Hindi kasama ang boiler. Kasi may interpretasyon ng iba, yung NOx regulation kasama yung boiler. Hindi po. Only for the marine diesel engine. Okay. So mainly it is a MARPOL regulation. Now what is NOx? Did you know that IMO has been regulating the NOx emission for decades? Grabe no? Yung IMO pala, decades na gusto nilang ilimit. Pero ano ba yung rason? Ano ba yung rason na bakit gustong limitahan ng IMO? Okay. Mag-upisa tayo sa mas basic para mas higit nating maintindihan before going to the IMO NOx Tier 3 regulation. So, ano ibig sabihin ng NOx? Sir? NOx? Nitrogen oxide. Okay. So the nitrogen oxide, it is a collective term or generic term for nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide. Collective term siya. The question is, how NOx is formed? Paano ba nagkaroon ng NOx? Ganun-ganun na lang ba na nagkaroon ng NOx? Okay. Sabi natin kanina, collective term siya ng nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide. Okay. The NOx is formed inside the combustion chamber during the combustion process at high temperature. Take note mo ha. The NOx is formed inside the combustion chamber during the combustion process at high temperature. Okay. Na-form siya sa loob ng combustion chamber. Sa mga engineers, familiar tayo sa combustion chamber, right? Okay. Sa mga deck officers po, yung combustion chamber, sir, ito yung upper portion ng cylinder liner natin. Both ng generator at ng main engine. It is the the upper portion. It is a space wherein yung fuel and air mix and burn. So ito yung portion sa taas ng liner natin na kung saan dito nangyayari tinatawag nating combustion or firing. Okay. So sabi natin kanina, the NOx is a collective term of nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide. So basically, it's a nitrogen. Ngayon, itong nitrogen na to is naturally present sa atmospheric air natin. In fact, no, yung air natin is composed of about 78% nitrogen, about 21% oxygen, and about 1% other gases. Okay. So ibig sabihin, even tong hall natin na to, it composes of this kind of these gases. Even yung sa engine room natin, it composes of these gases. Ngayon, sige, going to the combustion. Ano yung elements ng fire? Heat, fuel, and oxygen. Tama po ba? Heat, fuel, and oxygen. Ngayon po, yung elements ng fire na yon na pinag-aaralan natin sa firefighting natin, it's the same elements na kailangan natin para sa combustion. Kailangan din pala natin yung heat, yung fuel, and oxygen. So the fuel is the fuel itself, either yung LSMGO na in-inject, okay, or either yung high sulfur or VLSFO. Yun yung fuel. How about the heat? This is what we call the heat of compression. And the next is oxygen. Take note sila, oxygen. Hindi siya nitrogen, hindi siya other gases. Nga lang, ang sabi natin kanina, yung atmospheric air natin is composed of what? Sir? Composed of nitrogen, about how many percent? 78. Oxygen, about 21%. And other gases, 1%. Okay. Ngayon, ang kailangan lang natin sa combustion is oxygen. Na wala man tayong gadget, wala man tayong device or any technology that separates the oxygen and the nitrogen. Right? Wala tayong ganong klase ng gadget, wala tayong ganong klaseng device or technology. So definitely, yung naihigop pala ng makina natin for combustion, may kasamang nitrogen. Tama? May kasama siyang oxygen. Hindi man mahiwalay mga sir. Kaya ba natin mahiwalay yung oxygen sa nitrogen? Hindi man. Parang dito, hindi man natin mahiwalay yung nitrogen sa oxygen. Hindi nga natin makita dito. Basta alam lang natin may nitrogen, may oxygen. But we don't have any device or technology to separate the nitrogen and the oxygen. So ngayon, during the combustion, kasama na pala siya ngayon sa loob ng cylinder natin. Tama po? So now, sabi natin kanina, na-form daw ang NOx inside the combustion chamber. Okay, pumasok na ngayon. During the combustion process, during the firing, during the combustion, during the burning of fuel. And the last is at high temperature. No? During the combustion, may mataas siyang temperatura. And ngayon, at high temperature, the molecules of nitrogen and oxygen break apart into a reactive atom. And this reactive atom eagerly recombine into NOx. Ooh. Ganun pala na-form yung NOx. Nakuha po? Okay, ulitin natin para mas maliwanag. Sabi niya kanina, no? The form is NOx inside the combustion chamber during the combustion process at high temperature. Ngayon, since sa combustion kasama yung oxygen at saka nitrogen, during the combustion ngayon, dahil sa mataas na temperatura, yung molecules ng oxygen at ng nitrogen nag-break. Nag-break apart sila at naging reactive atom. And itong mga reactive atom na to, nag-eagerly recombine sila and form into NOx. So the higher temperature, the higher formation of NOx. The lower temperature, the lower formation of NOx. Kapag mas mataas ang temperatura, the peak of combustion, mas nabi-break apart yung mga molecules. So mas marami yung formation of NOx natin. Kapag mas mababa ang combustion temperature, mas mababa ang formation of NOx. Nakuha po. Ganun pala na form yung NOx. Sige, magtatanong ako mga sir ha. Sir, could you please tell me how the NOx is formed? Yes, sir. Pwede po bang may mic? Malapit na sa mic. Yan. To ensure na nakukuha po. Kaya yung mga pipikit-pikit, tatawagin ko ha. Okay lang. Actually, when I was in the training center, ganun din ho. Yung medyo pipikit-pikit, yun yung target ko. I want to make sure na matatapos yung session na hindi masasayang. Ibig sabihin, may impart natin kung ano yung meron. Okay, yes sir, go ahead.
The NOx form, sir, is from highest temperatures and then the form for NOx, sir. More heat, sir, more NOx, sir.
Okay. How about, sir, sa may tabi ng microphone.
Inside the combustion chamber.
Inside the combustion or with a high temperature, it turns out on NOx. Then once one goes into break, with react atoms.
Okay, si sir? Sir? Yes, sir. Si, kayo po, kayo sir. Yeah. Yeah. The other one, the back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pwedeng pa-state how the NOx form?
It is formed by highest combustible air cell. Then
Okay, sige. Ulitin ko mga sir ha. Ulitin ko.
Inside the
Okay.
combustion chamber.
Gusto ko na maintindihan nyo. Last time I joined the sea trial, no, kasama yung mga crew natin from CQA. And sabi ganyan, they are very excited, even yung tech officers natin. Especially yung chief mate. Kasi pinapa-explain ko sila. Sabi ko, I want to take this opportunity to share. And I don't want na matatapos yung pagsasama natin na hindi nyo maintindihan. Even si chief mate sabi niya, excited na raw siya na mag-explain. No? Okay, so the NOx is formed inside the combustion chamber during the combustion process. Kasi without understanding kung paano na-form your NOx, medyo mahirapan natin intindihin mamaya yung mga susunod. So gusto natin mas maliwanag, no? Okay, na-form daw yung NOx sa loob ng combustion chamber during the combustion process at high temperature. Parang may three phases siya, no? Sa loob ng combustion chamber, during the combustion process at high temperature. Now, sabi nyo kanina, yung kwan natin, the elements of fires are three. The heat, fuel, and oxygen, right? And yung atmospheric air natin, composed ng nitrogen, oxygen, and other gases. Ngayon, same air na sinasuction ngayon ng makina natin. Pero since wala naman tayong device to separate the nitrogen and the oxygen, so kasama na siya na sa combustion. Okay. Nasa loob ng silindro during the combustion process. And during the combustion process at high temperature, yung molecules ng oxygen at saka ng nitrogen nagbe-break apart. And nagiging reactive atom siya. Itong reactive atom na to nag-eagerly recombines and form into NOx. So ibig sabihin po pala, na itong NOx natin na to, it is the reaction of nitrogen and oxygen at high temperature. As simple as that. Yung NOx pala, it is a reaction of oxygen and nitrogen at high temperature. Kasi kapag mataas ang temperatura, nabi-break yung molecules nila. Yung molecules na yon, nagsasama sila and nagiging NOx. Ma'am, kindly play the video number 1. Yeah. Para masigit po natin maintindihan, I prepared some short videos, no, how the NOx is formed. So, minsan mas maganda yung may visual aid.
Inside the combustion chamber during the combustion process at high temperature. The atmospheric air sucked by our turbocharger that uses for engine combustion is normally composed of about 78% nitrogen, about 21% oxygen, and about 1% other gases. Through the high temperature of combustion, the molecules of nitrogen and oxygen break apart into more reactive atoms that eagerly recombine to form NOx. Therefore, NOx is a product of nitrogen and oxygen reaction at high temperature. The higher temperature or the higher combustion temperature, the higher formation of NOx. And the lower combustion temperature, the lower formation of NOx.
Nakuha po mga sir. Mas madali na. Mas nakita yung visual. Sige. So, isang tanong pa. Yes, sir? Kay Chief Engineer, sir, could you please tell me how the NOx form?
The NOx form in a combustion chamber during the combustion process at high temperature and combine into the reactive atom to form NOx.
Okay. Malapit-lapit na. Isa na lang. Laran tayo. Sir, sa tabi ng poste. You have microphone, sir? Pakabot na lang, sir. Pakabot na lang po. So, sir, yung kwan pala, yung NOx, dito na po form. Dito sa taas na to. Ito yung tinatawag nating combustion chamber. No? Sir, dito na po form yung kwan natin, NOx. Sa combustion chamber na to. Dito nagkakaroon ng combustion. Dito nagkakaroon ng firing. In this is the space where the NOx is formed. Yes, sir?
NOx is formed inside combustion chamber during combustion process and the reaction of oxygen and nitrogen at high temperature is produced NOx.
Okay na. Okay na. At least, mas naliwanagan na natin, no? Okay. Ngayon, ano ba yung reason? Ano yung harmful effects? Why the IMO still keep on reducing the emission of NOx into the atmosphere? Alam niyo po ba na as per sa IMO survey, no, yung statistics nila, sa CO2, yung kabuuan na emission ng CO2 around the world, only 3% coming from the vessel. Ang liit lang pala, no? Sa CO2. While for the SOx, is only about 12%. And for the NOx, is only about 13%. Kung tutusin, sa kabuuan, ang liit lang naman pala ng porsyento na nanggagaling sa shipping. Yet, the IMO still wants to regulate and reduce. According to the World Health Organization, about 7 million people died a year. It's because of the air pollution. Grabe, no? About 7 million people died. And about 4 million namamatay is because of the outdoor air pollution. It includes yung pollution coming from the vessel. And about 3 million from indoor. So, from burning of woods, charcoals, and some others. So, could you imagine, ang laki pala nung nababawas sa populasyon natin is because of the air pollution. So, ganun na lamang ang pagnanais ng IMO to continuously reduce the emission of NOx. Okay, what are the harmful effects of NOx? NOx, it mainly contributes to the smog, and the acid rain. So, minsan akala natin fog yung also, not just only for the acid rain, even the environmental domains. No? Nagkakaroon ng deforestation, so even yung crop yield natin, bumababa na. Yung mga kaedaran ko po, tsaka yung mga mas maedad sa akin, naalala niyo po ba, nung bata tayo, yung 1 hectare, kaya pa kumani ng about 100 kabans ng palay? But nowadays, ang hirap na yata, no? Mapalad ka na, abuti ng 80 kabans. So, the NOx also contributes dito sa environmental damage. Even yung crop yield natin, kaya pala bumababa na rin sila. Kaya pala kumukunti na yung ani natin. Hindi natin alam, ito rin pala ang isang epekto ng NOx. And also the human health. When it comes to human health, it affects yung visibility ng human. And it affects also the breathing ability. No? Yung breathing ability natin. Halimbawa sa Manila, kapag magbisikleta ka sa Manila, point to point, about 2 kilometers, pagtingin mo na sa ilong mo, maitim na. No? Sa Cebu, okay pa? Okay pa. Okay pa. Di ba sabi natin kanina, according to IMO, about 13% ng NOx emissions sa kabuuan coming from the shipping. Ibig sabihin mo pala, mas malaki pa ang ambag ng land transportation as compared to shipping when it comes to NOx emission. Kaya, mas mataas yung porsyento ng NOx emission dito sa lupa kaysa dito sa mga barko natin sa dagat. Okay. And, aside from the human health is the climate change. Kita nyo na yung pagbabago ngayon. Mayroong mga El Nino, La Nina, no? Kasama rito sa harmful effects ng NOx, yung climate change and the global warming. So sa global warming, kasama na yung GHG natin dito. Kaya nga ngayon, nagbabago na yung mga panahon. No? Dati ang tag-ulan, papatak lang ng July, June, sir, no? Ngayon, wala nang pinipiling panahon o buwan ang bagyo. Anytime na. So, those are part na tinatawag natin ngayon na effects ng NOx kung bakit gusto ng IMO to regulate. Okay. So, going to the MARPOL, the Tier 3. Pag sinabi natin Tier 3, ano ibig sabihin ng Tier 3? O bago tayo pumunta ng Tier 3, start mo tayo ng Tier 1. Ang mahirap nang pumunta ng college, hindi dumaan ng high school at saka ng elementary. Para masigit natin maintindihan, sabi ng isa, sir, meron pa kinder, naloko na. Okay, so Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. So pag sinabi nating tier, it is an emission standard set by the IMO, no, in commonly referred as tier. So yung tier pala na yan, it is the emission standard, no? Ito yung tawag ng IMO sa emission standard. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. Okay. Ngayon, yung Tier 1, okay, sige. Okay, sige. Tier 1 entered into force on January 1, 2000. So it applies to all ship na ang keel length niya is on or after 01 January. Okay, 2000. Nakuha po. It applies globally. It applies globally. So yung mga barko ng keel length niya is mula 01 January 2000 pataas, sakop na tinatawag na NOx Tier 3. NOx Tier 1 regulation. Okay. Then, come the Tier 2. The Tier 2 regulation entered into force in 01 January 2011. So it applies to all ship na ang keel length niya is January 1 on or after January 1, 2011. Okay. It applies globally. Ibig sabihin, wala siyang certain area. It applies globally kahit saan pumuntang puerto. But the other requirements of Tier 2 is it requires 20% NOx reduction as compared to Tier 1. Yung Tier 1 natin, yun yung parang initial. Pagdating ng Tier 2, mayroon siyang panibagong requirement. It requires 20% NOx reduction mga sir, as compared to Tier 1. Paano ito na-comply? The compliance of Tier 2 is sa engine maker. Sa engine maker. So anong ginawa ng mga engine makers natin? They've done some adjustment sa fuel injection timing, exhaust valve timing, the volume of the compression. Okay, doon sila gumawa ng adjustment to comply with this Tier 2 regulation. So hindi pala sa barko, no? Sa maker. Sa maker nag-umpisa yung compliance. Ilan sir? Ilang porsyento? 20%. 20% NOx reduction as compared to Tier 1. Yan, nakukuha. Ngayon, we have the Tier 3. Actually, may dalawang, the Tier 3, the first enforcement ng Tier 3 was on January 1, 2016. Okay. It applies to all ship na ang kilid niya is on or after 01 January 2016. But this Tier 3 in 2016 applies only to North American ECA, the Pacific coast of US and Canada, including the Caribbean, the United States Caribbean Sea ECA. Okay. So ngayon, nagkaroon ng tinatawag nating NECA. Nakuha ba, sir? Minsan nag-uusap sa kapitan si Chief Engineer, pa yung NECA at saka SECA. Basta may ECA, pareho siguro yun. Minsan ba na-confuse kayo sa barko? Ano ba yung ECA? Tapos may SECA, may NECA daw. Nag-uusap mas kapitan si Chief Engineer, ewan ko nga. Siguro pareho yun, basta may ECA. Emission Control Area. Okay, sir, yung ECA is Emission Control Area. Pag sinabi nating SECA, okay, the SOx. Okay, the SOx Emission Control Area. Pag sinabi nating NECA, the NOx Emission Control Area. We know. Mas maliwanag na. Pag nag-usap na, klaro na. Hindi na tayo ma-confuse. Sige. Pagdating ng January 2016, this NECA, yung una palang yung NOx Emission Control Area in 2016 applies only to United States Caribbean Sea ECA at saka sa North American ECA sa Pacific coast of Canada and US. Doon lang siya. Ibig sabihin, pag pumunta ng Japan, hindi pa kasama. It applies in a certain place. Unlike yung Tier 1, Tier 2, it applies to all. Okay. But another requirement for the Tier 3, it requires 80% NOx reduction as compared to Tier 1. Oh. Yung Tier 2, sir, ilan yung NOx reduction niya? 20. NOx Tier 3? 80%. Hindi na kaya ng engine maker. Yung 20%, kaya pa nila mag-adjust sa injection timing. Kaya pa nila sa exhaust valve timing. Kaya pa nila mag-adjust in some other for the volume of compression. Pero pagdating sa 80% NOx reduction, mabigat-bigat na requirement, hindi na kaya. And it requires technology. It requires technology. And yun yung kasama sa pag-uusapan natin mamaya. Yung tinatawag natin NOx technology. Okay. Natapos ba in 2016? Hindi pa, sabi ng iba. Meron pa, sabi ng iba. Yes, tama po kayo. Pagdating ng January 1, 2021, sumama na ang Baltic Sea at saka sa North Sea para sa ECA. Dati, in 2016, only the United States, North American ECA at saka yung Caribbean Sea ECA ang kasama sa tinatawag na NECA natin. Pero pagdating ng 2021 na, sumama na si North Sea at saka si Baltic Sea. Okay. Ngayon, it applies, itong Tier 3 on 2021, it applies only to the ships na ang kill rate niya is on or after January 1, 2021. Nasusundan po? Sir, feel free to interrupt me ha kung meron kayong gustong linawin. Bago tayo mag-move. Okay. Sige, tuloy tayo. Ngayon, sir, paano halimbawa kung yung barko natin is ang kilig niya is 2015. Papunta ng US, gamit tayo ng Tier 3, hindi? O paano halimbawa? Okay, iba po yung kill at saka yung sa delivery niya ha, yung build niya. Yung kill po, ito yung other term ng construction. Na kinonstruct yung barko. Yung umpisa pa lang, naglatag ng mga bakal. That is the kill. So hindi ito yung delivery. Halimbawa, yung barko sir, ang kill niya is 2015. Pero dineliver siya ng 2018. Pupunta ng US, gamit siya ng Tier 3, hindi? Tier 2 pa rin daw, tama? Bakit? Ang pinag-uusapan natin sir is kill late. Yeah. Yun ang pinag-uusapan natin, yung construction niya. Ngayon, the vessel now, ang kill late niya ngayon is 2019. Okay, sir. Ngayon, i-deliver siya in June 2021. Pupunta siya ngayon ng Baltic Sea. Gamit siya ng Tier 3, hindi? Ang kill late niya is 2019. I-deliver yung barko in June 2021. Pupunta siya ngayon ng Baltic Sea. Gamit niya Tier 3, hindi? Taas kami nagsasabing gagamit ng Tier 3. Sige, nag-aaral tayo ha. Huwag po kayo mahiya. Feel free. O sige, sabi nila gamit ng Tier 3. Sino yung sabi gamit ng Tier 2? Anong gamit ng iba? Alam nyo, minsan tayo mga Pilipino, pag tinatanong, ayaw magtaas. Ngayon, pag sinabi na yung tamang sagot, sabi ko tama ako eh. Sabi ko tama ako. Sir, feel free. Sabi ko nga, you are the special guest today. Ang purpose naman natin is for you to understand. Hindi tayo mag-pretend that we know something, yet we don't know. So, nandito tayo to learn. Okay po ba mga sir? Sino nagsasabi, Tier 3 ang gamit? Tier 3. Kill late 2019. Diniliver ang barko June 2021, then pumunta ng Baltic Sea. Okay. Tier 3, kasamay. Okay, Tier 2. Ulitin natin sir ha. Itong unang implementation, yung unang enforcement ng Tier 3 in January 1, 2016. Saan lang ito? North American, the Pacific Coast of Canada and US. And also the United States, Caribbean Sea, Ngayon, yung 2021, saan niya nasakop niya? So kasama na ngayon ang Baltic Sea at saka North Sea. Yung 2021, sakop niya ang 2016 and 2021. Sakop niya na yun. Nakuha na ko nga, sir? Sige na. Ulitin natin ang tanong. Kaasang kami ng Tier 3? Sir, ha? Yung barko, ang kilig niya 2019. Yan. Tapos, i-deliver siya noong June 2021. Papunta ngayon ng Baltic Sea yung barko. Gagamit ba dyan ng Tier 3 o Tier 2 lang? Kaso lang kami ng Tier 3. Okay. Sir, Tier 2 lang. Sabi ni ba, hindi nagsasabi ko naman. Tier 2 eh. Kasi sir, sabi natin kanina, ito, ang kill rate ang pinag-uusapan. Ang senaryo natin is, ang kill rate ng barko is 2019. So, this regulation, it applies only sa kill rate niya is January 1, 2021, on or after. So, ibig sabihin, kapag ang kill rate ng barko ay below 2021 January, hindi siya... Yes sir, any question? Yes. Sir, pwedeng pa ng mic para at least marinig din naman kasama.
Sir, good morning. I'm Sigurd Kutilia, sir.
Yes.
From Cavite. Sir, though in 2016, Regulation 33 na, sir.
Yes.
But yung barko ginawa ng 2019. So, which means Tier 3 ready na siya, sir. So, yes, sir. So, kung pupunta siya ng Baltic Sea, sir, though hindi na kailangan ng Tier 3 kasi exempted siya. Pero as regulation for gagamit tayo ng Tier 3, sir, kasi yung barko is Tier 3 ready na.
Okay. Sir, ang scenario natin is Baltic.
Yes, sir. Baltic, sir.
Okay. See, yung 2016, it only pertains to the North American ECA, the Pacific Coast of Canada and US, and the United States Caribbean Sea ECA. Iyon lang. Wala pang Baltic dito in 2016. Wala pang Baltic. Wala pang North Sea. Nakukuha po? Okay. Then, pagdating ng 2021, sumama na ngayon ang North Sea at saka Baltic Sea. Ibig sabihin, sir, kapag yung barko natin is ang key lake niya below 2021, pupunta siya ng Baltic, exempted siya. Paano man siya ma-exempted ngayon? We have what we call attestation letter. Ang sabi dito, sabi niya, this is to confirm that the diesel engine installed on the following ship can be operated in the Baltic Sea Emission Control Area and North Sea Emission Control Area under compliance with NOx Tier 2 regulation without complying with the regulation Annex 6 since the ship was constructed before 01 January 2021. Nakuha po? So ibig sabihin pala, pag pumunta yung barko sa Baltic Sea or North Sea, kapag ang key niya or construction date niya is below 2021, careful pa lang. Pwede kang hindi gumamit. Maliwanag, sir? Okay na. Any question po mga sir? Ngayon, uulitin natin yung tanong, taas ang Tier 3. Okay, at least naintindihan, no? Kasi pagdating sa barko minsan, kapag nag-uusap ng kapitan sa chief engineer, at hindi natin maliliwanagan ito, baka mamaya magmulta na yung barko natin. It's because of the interpretation ng mga kapitan natin ng chief engineer. Kasi they are the one mainly deciding on board. Diba? There are some masters in chief engineers na when they're in doubt, tumatawag lang sila sa manager. So, we encourage you na ganito po, ha? Kung in doubt po kayo, please call us. Call the superintendent. So, klaro na po tayo. Itong barko na to, ang key niya 2020. Oh, December 17, ilang araw na lang. Oh, ilang araw na lang. Pero i-deliver siya 2023. So, pagdating ng Baltic, gamit niya Tier 2. Pero pagdating ng US, Tier 3. Tama. O sige, bigyan natin na ng senaryo ngayon. Sige, entering ECA. Okay. Anyway, paano natin malalaman yung natin, yung barko natin Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3? Checking from your IAPP certificate. Halimbawa, itong barko na to, si Baby Hercules, grabe no, Baby tapos Hercules. Ngayon, key lake niya is 2010. 2010. Ngayon, makita nyo, NOx Tier 1 lang siya. Tier 1. Ano sabi natin kanina? Yung Tier 1 nag-enforce noong 2000. Tier 2, 2011. Ngayon, 2010 ito, so pasok pa siya ng Tier 1. So Tier 1 lang siya. Okay. Then, comes the Friedrich Oldendorf, 2015. Ngayon, makikita nyo, Tier 2 lang siya. Oh. Wala na yung Tier 1 niya. Pasok lang sa Tier 2. Nakukuha? Yes, sir. Okay. Sige. Situation naman tayo ngayon. Let's say your vessel calling US. US ha? Ngayon, yung barko nyo, ang key late niya is 2017. Entering US. 200 nautical miles prior entering ECA, gagamit ba tayo ng Tier 3? Okay. By the way, yung Tier 3 po natin, mamaya mas liwanagin natin, yung Tier 3 natin is sa technology. When we are using the Tier 3, kapag sa Mitsui, gumagamit tayo ng LSMGO. So ibig sabihin, once na nag-change over ka sa tinatawag natin na Tier 3, you will change over your consumption to LSMGO. Okay. Mamaya, ipapaliwan natin yung pagkakaiba-iba. Sige, pasok ngayon ng ECA. Sir, Tier 3, nagamit tayo ng Tier 3? 2017 ha, yung killing. Gamit tayo, sir? Okay. Papasok ngayon siya ng 200 nautical miles. Pasok na ngayon siya. Sabi niyo, sir, gamit ng Tier 3. How about scrubber? Gamit pa tayo scrubber? Taas ang kamay sabing gagamit. Isa. Sige, sir, huwag mahiya. Isa, dalawa, tatlo. Okay. Okay. Sige, sino yung sasabing hindi nagagamit ng scrubber? Yes, sir. Bakit hindi tayo gagamit ng scrubber? Ha? Naka-change over na ng LSMGO, which is right. Kasi kapag nag-change over ka na ng LSMGO, you already comply with the SOX regulation. Ngayon, isa na lang ang inaantay natin, the NOx regulation. And doon ka gagamit ng Tier 3. Nakuha po. Maliwanag, sir? Sir, pasok tayo ng ECA, gagamit tayo ng scrubber, hindi. Ang key lake natin is 2017. Paano kapag ang key lake is 2015, sir? Paano kapag ang key lake natin 2015? Ano lang gamit natin? Tier 2, wala pa tayong Tier 3. Okay, ibig sabihin, wala pa tayong Tier 3 technology by that time. So ang gamit lang natin is Tier 2 to comply with the SOX regulation. By the way, yung product of combustion kasi ng makina natin, iba-iba po yan. May NOx, may SOX, CO2, no? Iba-iba. And yung bawat SOX na yan, yung bawat product ng combustion, may kanya-kanya regulasyon. Ibang regulasyon sa SOX, no? Yung 2020 Sulfur Cap regulation, iba naman sa CO2, meron tayong mga CII, no? Iba naman yung sa NOx. Okay. So NOx only pertaining, no, sa main engine at saka sa generator natin. Okay. Klaro tayo ngayon? We have the three primary methods to achieve the Tier 3 compliance. Dito na tayo ngayon. First is, we have the EGR, the exhaust gas recirculation. We have the ECR, the selective catalytic reduction, and the alternative fuel. But this alternative fuel for LNG and methanol, it can only achieve the NOx compliance kapag sa 4-stroke na auto-cycle engine. So, in our company, since we still didn't have this auto-cycle para sa mga makina natin, we just only using these two methods, the ECR and the EGR. Okay. Sir, ilan na kayong kan? Yung nakasampa rin ng Tier 3? 1, 2, dumami. Dumami na. Okay, thank you. Ibig sabihin, medyo na-develop na ngayon. Medyo excited na. Okay. So, we have the EGR. The EGR, what we call the exhaust gas recirculation. Paano ba nag-reduce yung NOx? Paano ba na-comply ng EGR, yung tinatawag natin na NOx? Okay. About 30, sa Mitsui, anyway, yung mga EGR natin, meron tayong tinatawag na high pressure EGR at saka low pressure EGR. The high pressure EGR is normally installed before the turbocharger. And the low pressure EGR is installed after the turbocharger. Okay. So sa Mitsui EGR, itong picture na to, this is a Mitsui EGR. So sa Mitsui EGR, about 30 to 40% of the exhaust gas is being cooled, cleaned, and recirculated. Okay. Okay. Mamaya, share din natin about the G-engine EGR, which is the low pressure EGR. So about 30 to 40% of exhaust gas is being pulled and recirculated. Okay. For your overview, para makita nyo picture ng actual na EGR ng Mitsui. Ma'am, can you play the number 2 video? So para mas higit nyo pong ma-visualize, no, kung ano yung EGR.
Actual parts of the EGR. The cylinder bypass valve or the CBV. Then here's the pre-spray
Sa pre-spray nozzle.
and the EGR cooler and water mist catcher. On the upper side is the cooler and the lower side is the mist catcher.